Good morning. It's 5 a.m. and time to start your day. Most fitness channels jump straight into the workout. We don't, not because the workout isn't important, but it's only because it's one component of your full morning routine. We want to become stronger, calmer, more capable fathers who follow their dreams. This morning, we've got 10 minutes of devil presses, which is going to build capacity and strength, and then 10 minutes of handstands and hang that'll give you more control and capacity as well. But first, before we move our bodies, we're going to choose our first thoughts today, prime our minds. Let's get started. All right, so first step here on the 5 a.m. Squat Club is to get into a squat. Put your feet underneath your hips, heels on the ground. If you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, go ahead and hold on to some form of counterbalance. If you're new here, I'm Adam. I've been coaching for 25 years, and this is the type of program now that has gotten me back on track after having kids, becoming a farmer, and falling off. So what we're gonna do to start off is a box breath. Follow along, 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold, while we go through what are called our mental reps to set our mind for the day. So first one is I am responsible. It just means that I have to take accountability. Nobody is going to take action on your goals. Nobody's doing it for you. Next, I will make time between stimulus and response so that I'm giving a more calculated response and not a snappy reaction. Next is I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. Focus on taking a step, build those up, and you will achieve any goal you want. Disregard the big, shiny, flashy excitement. And then last is I choose gratitude. Focus on the fact that there are positive things in our lives as opposed to just things are wrong and need work and need progress. Balance. All right, mindset primed. Let's move the body. All right, so our first movement of the day, as it is every morning, because consistency is key, is to get down and get up. So what that looks like is we're gonna get all the way onto the floor, lay yourself flat on the ground, chest, thighs all the way down, and then we're gonna get back up. Doesn't need to be fast, doesn't need to be aggressive. The top, if you can, we're gonna hop and clap to celebrate the fact that we're able to do so. And we're gonna go for 2 minutes here. So just nice and easy, easing into it, warming up the body, turning on the brain a little bit, so that when we get into our intensity for the day, that we're ready to go, we get into better positions, we're more efficient with what we're doing, and we're able to push the pace a little bit better, get more physical results out of it. Good morning, team. Ryan, Tim, Jody, Terry, how we doing this morning? We're up nice and early, being intentional about our morning and our day, because when you start with wins, you don't chase it all day long. All right, if you're new here, this is the idea that if you just get up early, carve out the time to work on your fitness and your goals, then the rest of the day you can be present, calm, happy, not stressed out about the fact that you haven't done what you were supposed to do in the morning. So every morning we get up, build mental resilience, real physical capacity for life as a father or a parent, and then maybe more important, and this is why I talk about the workout not being the main point, is we take an hour of action. Take a step, a chunk of progress towards our goals. Because it's great to be in good shape, but if you don't work on the things that are important to you, if you don't work towards your dreams, then you're just in shape. So, next step of the warm-up here, coming up on the screen. How we doing, team? There we go. We're gonna get into some jumping jacks. If you don't like jumping, feel free to go with a standing march. But a little bit of bouncing, definitely a good idea. Get the fluids moving, get the heart rate jacked up a little bit more. Great for the ankles and calves and all of the above. I think oftentimes as we age, we start to avoid bouncing and doing explosive things. It doesn't mean because we're old, we have to. So if you can maintain that capacity, you're way better off. So another, 10 seconds or so, jumping jacks. And while we're finishing up, we can talk about bedtime. Because if you're gonna maintain this rhythm and join us consistently, take action on your goals, you gotta go to bed early. It's getting up early only works for a few times, few days, few times, if you're not going to bed early. All right, next warm up is our inchworm. So come to a wide stance with the feet, hands to the floor, walk it out until the shoulders are over the hands. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, squeeze the legs. Walk it back, hands between the feet. Stand it up tall. Let's get at least 5 there. Thinking about those fun devil presses that we got coming up here. As prescribed by Jody. Good morning, Chris. Happy Tuesday, exactly. So what were our bedtimes, chat? What time do we get up? How we feeling this morning? One more here, and then we're gonna move on to our kind of runner's lunge and twist. So from this plank position, we're gonna step out in front with one leg. Holy, that's tight. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna alternate. So we're gonna go from this position, we're gonna send the hips back, lift up that front foot, hinge over, take a breath, then let the knee go back forward and we'll drop the chest. Take a breath there. Terry says 12:30. It's late. From there, we'll shift back, lift up that front foot. Finding some hamstring tension there, trying to basically sit on your heel, and then shift it back forward again. Chest down towards the ground. She's tight. We might just do this all day. Send the hips back, lift that front foot, or the front of the front foot. Ooh. Holy hamstrings, Batman. Back forward, chest down to the floor. We got one more cycle here. And then sitting back again, lifting the front of that front foot. Holy. Tight hamstrings, Batman. Okay, and we'll switch sides here. Step the other foot out in front, in line with the hands. Drop the chest, either with the knee off the ground or on the ground. Full breath, and then sit it back. Come back onto the heel. Oh, yeah. Chris, 10:30, 7 out of 10. Nice. Not bad. It's working your way back. Yesterday was 11, wasn't it? And then come forward, drop the chest. Full breath. And then rock back again. Lift the front of that front foot. Keep the heel on the ground. Holy. Take a full breath in those hamstrings. Shift it back forward, drop the chest, Ryan. 8 o'clock, 9 out of 10, or 2,000 hours. Do you say it like that? 2,000? That doesn't sound right. 2,000 hours. Okay, one more cycle. Oh, my foot's shaking. Look at that. See that? Oh. One more, chest down to the floor. Lift that back knee. And then we're gonna come on, stand up. We're gonna go into our leg swing. So standing nice and tall, I'm gonna go this side first. And just let that thing move. Don't worry about going crazy. Just ease into the range of motion. Keep the abs tight, especially on the back swing. Definitely starting to look like it's not 5 a.m. out there anymore in the summer. Getting nice and bright early. Getting at least 10 cycles here. The leg swing, increasing the range of motion as you go. Then switch sides. Opening up that hip. Okay, once we finish this up, we got 2 more movements to warm up before we get into our actual devil press. So second last one, we're gonna get into our passive squat, our paleo squat position. Same one we start in. Get yourself all the way down there. And we're gonna keep going on the hamstrings because I'm feeling a little bit tight there. So we're gonna take our hands and wrap them around our big toes. Pull up on the chest, or pull up against the feet, pulling the chest up tall. Take a big breath there, and then we're gonna drop the chin, drop the chest, send the hips up as high as you can, ideally while keeping the thighs against the chest. And then reverse it down after a breath. Pull the chest back up. It's already warm here. We're getting into a little heat wave. All right, reverse it again, drop the chin and chest, raise the hips. Still pull on the toes to pull the chest down as the hips go up. We'll get 5 cycles here. One more. Full breath in the bottom. Right, we don't want to rush the warm up, especially as we age. It's just too easy to get into a bad position or force something and injure the body. So take the warm up seriously. Get nice and sweaty before we start. All right, one more. And we're just gonna warm up the shoulders a little bit here because we will be going overhead with our dumbbells for the devil presses. So we're gonna go with a narrower grip here, basically just outside the shoulders. And we're just gonna press. So just taking that straight overhead, down to the shoulders, straight overhead. Get 10. Just get in the mode of taking those arms overhead, coming to a nice lockout in line with the body. Whoops. And then we'll talk devil press here in a sec. Maybe even hold one up there. 10-second hold overhead. Okay. And then let's talk about this. So we're going 10 minutes of devil presses here, and it's going to be every minute on the minute, as opposed to an AMRAP where, you know, you can kind of hide. You could slow down your pace and nobody would ever know. We're gonna go every minute on the minute, and the goal is to choose a number that you can keep for the whole time. So let's talk about options here for the, what do we call this? for the workout. So option number 1, like if you're brand new to this, disregard the devil press and just do a burpee. Right, get yourself all the way on the floor, get yourself all the way up with a hop or a step, celebrate at the top, and repeat. So if you're pretty new, you know, slightly lower capacity, that's a great option. Option number 2, as we kind of work our way up, single dumbbell. Put your hand on the dumbbell, get your chest to the floor, get back up. I would take that thing between the legs and then straight overhead. You can take it in 2 movements if you want. Instead of going straight overhead in 1, you could take it to the shoulder and then overhead. What just happened there? And then what I would do is alternate the arm. So if I did the left one first, second one I'll do the right, between the legs, straight overhead. And then the other option, the top option, is to use 2 dumbbells. And I haven't even decided what my plan is here, whether I'm gonna do 1 or 2, but same concept applies. You're gonna take both dumbbells on the ground, put your hands on them, do your burpee in between them so the chest and thighs go to the floor, get yourself back up, and then either shoulder and overhead or straight overhead. So Let's take a few minutes, and what you want to do here is choose a number, obviously warm it up, but choose a number that you want to maintain every minute on the minute. And then we'll get going in a minute here. I don't know. I wish I had a couple dumbbells that weren't 50 pounds. I think I may do singles, but we'll see. So we're warming up, testing out our weights. I might just do a single. Yeah, maybe double. So keep in mind, if you choose a heavier option, choose less reps, right? Build more strength if you go with heavier weight, less reps, and more endurance or capacity if you go lighter dumbbells, more reps. Holy, I did one, it killed me. All right. So let's take a minute here, get a couple more prep reps in, hit the thumbs up button. We're gonna do a little hook here and we'll go. If you have been off track and drifting from your goals, this simple workout, 10 minutes of intensity, is a great way to get you back on track, get you on your habits, get you working towards your goals. Let's give it a go. So this morning, as usual, we've got a simple workout. Simple, once again, not easy though. We've got 10 minutes, every minute on the minute, some number of devil presses. You want to choose a number and try to maintain it. Let's give a couple options here for the devil press. Option number one, if you are brand new, just do a burpee. Get yourself fully on the floor, get yourself fully back up, hop and clap overhead. If you have more capacity than that, grab one dumbbell, put it on the ground, get yourself a burpee beside that dumbbell, chest all the way to the floor, get yourself back up, and then take that thing overhead, either in one motion or to the shoulder and then overhead. And then if you're feeling really good, you can go with two dumbbells. So you're gonna do basically your burpee on the dumbbells, chest between, get back up, and then once again, either one motion or two, take those things, lock them out overhead in line with the body. So regular burpees, one dumbbell or two. We're going 10 minutes. Choose a number that you think you can maintain every minute on the minute. Go heavier and lower reps if you want to build more strength. Higher reps, lower weight for more endurance. Okay, let's get those tunes. Ready, team? All right, let's do this. 10 seconds. These get painful, so choose an appropriate number. 3, 2, 1.
And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain. Turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness.
4 is my number. We're gonna try that. Breathe and rest in between. These are gonna catch up with you. I'd work for maybe 30 seconds. 10, oh God. This might hurt a lot. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm going showing off every chance I get. I don't really take the loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Invested in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning.
2 down.
Call me academic, I'm always working, never been.
This is gonna rough.
That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
10. 3, 2, 1. Jesus. 3 down. 7 to go. 10. Leave a goal. 5. 3, 2, 1. Four down. 15. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1. Twenty. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob.
4 to go.
I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chest, what's happening next? The venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine, pretend it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just build an obsession. All in his possession, you get their attention. Not leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11, it's time for progression. You try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Should be able to play what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody handstand from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands roll through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hold it easy. You don't wanna breathe fast asleep when they scheme me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they grab the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We can change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a dance, I don't want a place, I want to be first. Work till it hurts,
15.
Till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take
10.
you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak mind.
5,
You can stay soft, you can change lives.
3,
You can hate thoughts, never waste
2,
time. You got one shot,
1.
you got one life. Better pop life. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just life and free thought. You try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. The other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Handstand from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Even when you feel low, you
2 more.
go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
15. 10. 2 more here. 5, 3, 2, 1.
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I've gone through the climb and right pain, and everything you bitch, now I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients, believe me. Go to see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
1 more. 10. Last set. 3, 2, 1. Last one.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. In your brain till you're feeling no pain. Slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you try, you can never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Oh my God. Great job. Incredible work. Remember, if you're drifting, get back on track. It's as simple as 10 minutes every day. Join us for a new workout every single day. Join us on live stream. Love you guys. How was it? What does that mean, Ryan? Fun switching between movements? All right, we got some extra stuff here. That's fine. All right. So just some isometrics this morning. Jody is saying, what a little relax. You programmed that, Jody. That was you. So we're gonna bring her down a little bit now. Just do some holds, body weight holds. We're gonna go dead hang and handstand hold, or handstand and dead hang. Oh my God, 6 or 7 per round, Jody, holy. So, get your pull-up bar set up if yours isn't permanently set up. Now let's talk about this briefly. So for the handstand practice, I merely commented that I like double presses. Yeah, I don't know if I like them. Oh, so options for the handstand here. If you, I know last week I went freestanding, but I'm so fatigued right now, I don't think that's what we're gonna do. So let me give some options here. So if you've got it, if you got to kick up to the wall, then we're gonna go with that. Kick up, squeeze the body, abs, butt, legs, nice straight line. If you don't feel comfortable kicking up to the wall, you're just gonna face the wall. So instead of kicking up, I get this because it's too sweaty. You can start basically on all fours with your feet against the wall. Come up to a downward dog, send one foot up and then the other, and that might be a great spot already. Otherwise, you can walk yourself in, touch your nose to the wall. Try to keep your belly and thighs off the wall though. So, 2 options. Hold for, depending on your capacity, somewhere between 10 and, maybe 30 or 40 seconds. And then on the other minute, we're just gonna go with a dead hang. And you can choose any one of many different options. You could just go regular double overhand. You could go chin up grip, double underhand. You can mix the grip. You could do single arm. You can do monkey bars alternating. Whatever feels comfortably uncomfortable. So this should be challenging, but not necessarily as intense as that last piece. Maybe before we go, make sure you've all hit that thumbs up button before we start our next chunk here. All right, 10 minutes. Starts on the handstand. I'm gonna do my best to alternate that view. Let's do it. All right, 10 seconds. Starts in the handstand. Just handstands and hangs. Choose a level that works for you. 3, 2, 1. And just stay active in that press, right? Squeeze the abs, squeeze the butt, point your toes, hold a nice straight line in the body. That's 10. Bring the chest through. 15. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs. It's just over 20. That's 30. $35. That's 40. I think I'm gonna go 40. I mean, if you don't, and then one other option, guys, if you don't feel like wall walking, you could always just hold like a pike handstand or a downward dog. All right, hanging in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Try to slow down the breathing. You go in the nose, out the mouth. Nice and easy. That's 10. Should still be dripping sweat from that first part. I definitely am. Make sure you stick around after. I've got some good farm clips. We were sorting sheep yesterday, so you get to check out my functional capacity, my real strength here, chasing down. That's 30. Chasing down lambs, diving after them. Getting the ones re-tagged that lost their tags. That's 40. And just seeing if we've lost any out in the field, which we did. We lost a couple. But stick around after for some life clips, farm clips. 10 seconds. Back to handstand. Build the life that you're meant for. 3, 2, 1. Nice and tight. No. 15. Just over 20. 25. Keep breathing, pressing, squeezing the abs. 30. 5. 40. Woo. Try to stay nice and tight in those positions. Just breathe. 10. Back to the hang. 5, 3, 2, 1. Try to maybe change up the grip every once in a while. And then just focus on your breathing here. In the nose, out the mouth. You think about how you've been intentional this morning by getting up early, starting your day with progress and intention. And then after this, how you're gonna go do your homework. That's 30. You're gonna take an hour, work on your most important goals afterwards. That's 40. 2 rounds down, 3 to go. So make sure you've chosen an option that works for you. In terms of the handstand, whether it's wall facing or pike. 3, 2, 1. Focus on the breath and go through that checklist. Am I pressing hard? Am I squeezing my abs? Squeezing my butt? Squeezing my legs? Pointing my toes? Keep it up. That's 20. Keep going through that checklist. Keep reaching, squeezing, reaching and squeezing. That's 25. Tight, 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 tight. 30. Squeeze the abs and butt, abs and butt, abs and butt. 35. 40. Arm is back, giving handstand to go. Nice, Ryan. Arms are back. Yeah, that was a tough workout. All right, 3, 2, 1. Back to the hang. Little mixed grip here. Changing it up. Slow down the breathing. Think about your homework. Think about why you're doing this. Right? You can think about what drives you to get up early. Why is this important? That's 20. Who are you doing this for? Right? Have you fallen off? Trying to get back on. 30. Are you just maintaining rhythm, maintaining consistency? Goals are achieved through that. That's 40. Not through one time, but through over and over and over again. That's 3 down, 2 to go.
Feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they
3,
could see me.
2,
Did what I had to
1.
do just to feed me, and what was left
Go ahead, second last handstand hold here.
the only thing in life.
Make sure we're going through that list. Pressing away from the floor, bringing the head and chest through, squeezing the abs, squeezing the butt, squeezing the legs, pointing the toes. Once again, you could do this from a pike or wall facing. That's 20. But just keep going through that checklist. Keep squeezing the butt, keep squeezing the abs, keep pressing hard into the floor. That is 30. Another 10 if you're going for 40. Keep that breathing and keep active. Go through the checklist over and over. 3, 2, 1. That's 40. Good job. Once again, this shouldn't be crazy intense. We're just trying to stay calm, work the breath, and improve positions. 5, 3, 2, 1. Next grip again. Once again, slow down the breathing. Try to go in the nose, out the mouth. Nice and easy. 10. Once again, start getting into that homework mindset. That's 20. Start thinking about what does my hour entail. If you already know what you do on your daily action, then start priming the mind for it. That's 30. Start thinking about that action that you're going to take afterwards. Maybe you'll sit down with a nice glass of water or maybe some tea. That's 40. And just focus. Focus for an hour on making that progress. Morning, Jabes. Equipment, you keep checking for March. I don't think he's here. All right. Last handstand. 3, 2, 1. See how my back wants to arch? I don't know if you're watching, but squeeze the abs. That's the goal here. Real tight. Basically trying to close the distance between the rib cage and the pelvis by squeezing the butt and doing a crunch at the abs. 20. Keep it up. Remember, last handstand. That's 30. Like I'm getting congested here. Keep breathing. That's 40. All right, last hang. Ten seconds. Feel free to go for the whole minute here. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Try to just chill out here. Maybe even close your eyes. Then breathe. 15. Keep those abs tight. A little bit of butt squeeze. It's 30. It's 40. Hang on if you got it. 45. 50. Hang on. 55. 2, 1. Nailed it. Amazing job, team. Wow. Oh, that's one of those that I don't love, the ones where you're in that EMOM and you're wondering, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to have to, like, you know, drop my reps and have everybody see that? But we did it. Let's cool her down. All right. Okay, so I think I'm going to get into child's pose after that. I think those devil presses just beat me up real good. So, well, I'll give two options. One, child's pose where you're sitting on your shins. You can open up the knees and then drop the chest. You can even go, yeah, let's do overhead as well. Take the arms out overhead, and yeah, Maple's demoing as well. That's the downward dog. And just drop the chest towards the floor. Another option would just be a straight-legged sit. Straight-legged and then just kind of hinge over. Maybe I'll do that one. Maple, you don't need to do this here. Go over here. Down. Down. No, down. Okay. And we'll hang out here for a minute while we stretch and cool down. Make sure you don't run away. We're going to talk homework. We're going to talk clips on the farm here. So hang out. You know, we can talk about real life strength, real capacity, right? Training for movement and capacity as opposed to muscles, like as opposed to bodybuilder. Because real life requires real capacity and not and not, you know, isolated single joint movements. So that's why something like a devil press, handstand, hang, they're real life things that will translate to your actual existence outside of here. So train with functional movements. You know, we do them with intensity, we do them with constant variance, so the body's always having to adapt as well, because it's the most efficient, effective way to get fitness. But as I mentioned right in the intro today, like this is, yes, we're here for working out and improving our fitness and pushing ourselves physically and mentally. But at the same time, like we're here to create a routine, to create a stack of habits that allow us to not only become fitter, but also to achieve our potential, or maybe potential is not the right word, but achieve the things that are important to us, achieve our dreams, achieve our goals. So now that it's 5:46 and we've done 2 workouts already, now we take an hour, right? 5:46, 6:46, or 6 to 7, whatever your routine looks like, to do an hour, right? Sit down, stand up, get in whatever position allows you to focus, and do 60 minutes minimum of focused, undistracted, unencumbered work on those goals. Because if you do, as opposed to, you know, looking at them as a far off challenge, they start to become realistic, right? Just take action, and those goals start to, right? If you're feeling anxious about your goals, you're feeling like they're so far off, the cure for anxiety is action. Once you start taking action, you'll recognize, hey, I'm actually making progress towards this thing, and therefore don't need to be stressed about it. And then you understand, hey, I can keep doing this and eventually actually get to these goals. So on that note, I'm going to share some of ours here real quick, and then we'll run away. I said I was going to do this more members only, but today everybody's doing it. Good morning, Tasharia. So this was the beginning of yesterday's big sheep move. So they were in the last paddock in this field, and we needed to get them back to basically the house. So this is the initial march. My wife and older daughter are out there, and then I'm here with the younger one doing our march. We're getting followed by the sheep and the llamas. And then we got them to the corner of the field, and this is us in the corner, herd in the group, my older daughter and my wife. And then there's everybody. We had a beautiful day for it, and actually went extremely smoothly. I didn't take the video of them running down the little lane that I built, but they all went through pretty quickly. All of my new fencing is paid off. They went through the new gate. And then Maple. And then this was, this is in the training pen. So this is where we got them in. And then you can see my wife. Well, my wife is in there somewhere. My daughter's in there. And they were just trying to sort out, trying to make sense of who's here, who's not. We've lost some ear tags, and we've lost a few lambs out in the field, which happens. And then this is the fun part here. This is like, Maple, stop. This one's like a 23-minute video, so I'm going to skip through it a little bit. But this was the fun part yesterday. This was, so we got most of them into the barn. We had noted who didn't get in, but most of them in the barn. And then our job was to come in and sort them. So basically all the lambs need to be caught. And Gimpy is still around, Jody. Yeah. And my older daughter still gets out there, catches her, hugs her, cuddles with her. So far, Gimpy is doing well. But you can see here, I'm not supposed to be showing their faces so much, but Maple, you are the worst. But you can see here what we get into. We'll find a clip here of me chasing one. Here we go. So I would go around and grab them, catch them. We would identify them, and then toss them out the door. Some of them easier to catch than others. Some of them bigger than others, heavier. Everybody got to get a pet in. The little girls needed to pet the sheep before they ran out. There's me coming to get one. As we got through them, obviously, and there were less and less to catch, they became harder and harder as just the moms were in there. But just an example of, you know, one, build the life that you want, right? I say this every day, that we didn't start as farmers. We didn't start with the idea of raising livestock, but over the years we determined that was what was important to us. We set the goal, we started doing the work, and just keep working, right? Every day I still do work on this project because it's not done and it'll never be done. But this is the homework that I have chosen for you. This is the life that we want for ourselves. And then the second note there is that, like, if you're training like a robot, you're training like a bodybuilder, that capacity is not going to carry over to going and catching sheep. And you may not have to catch sheep, but your life likely will require some physical demands. And if all of your training looks like this, then that training, the capacity you build there, is not going to carry over very well to your real life. Whereas something like a devil press absolutely will, right? You're getting off the ground, you're picking something up, you're putting it over your head. That is some real life capacity. So on that note, you guys have been incredible. Hey. I appreciate you. You should appreciate you, because as we say every morning, I am responsible. Nobody is going to do this for you. So you are, I don't want to say special like a snowflake, but understand that you are building discipline like most won't, by getting up early and taking action here while most people are sleeping. So give yourselves credit and know that I appreciate you guys a ton for being here. Let's do some quick shout outs before we run away. To Sharia, Ryan, Chris, Jody, Tim, Jabes, Terry, and I saw equipment there as well. You guys have all been fantastic. If you want to support this channel, hit the subscribe button, buy some merch in the link in the description, or join the team. Join the community. Gives us a few bucks a month. Really helps this thing go forward. But more importantly, maybe share it. Bring someone with you tomorrow morning. I love you guys. Have yourselves a great day. And how do we get here? We will see you tomorrow. Peace.